Your necktie, take it off.
No, I'm not taking my tie off.
Come on, Jet.
Don't do that.
That's
Don't
good.
do
Save
that.
it, save
Stop.
it, save it. Oh, save it, Jet.
What? Fine, take it. Take it.
Just right over
You
here.
can have it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that. Listen to me. Listen. Stop. Stop. I need to know what is happening right now.
Okay, you know what? Moving too fast. Bottom line, are you in or are you out?
What are you talking? In or out of what?
No time for questions, just action. In or out.
Okay. Well, then I'm out.
I'm sorry, Jet. Actually, you're already in.
Okay. Then why would you ask me?
Because I thought you would go, I'm in, Bob. And we would have had a really cool moment, but you kind of ruined the whole thing.
Okay. Listen to me right now, Bob. I don't know what it is that you're into, but what I do know is that I am really 100% out.
Are you in?
I think I'm in.
I love it.
I'm definitely not out. I can tell you that.
All right. Even though you don't have all the answers, I love it. So, but yeah, thank you for sharing that clip with me. I'm telling you, I see it like way too often. As soon as you brought it up as a conversation piece for today's episode, I'm like, yep, I know that one. And absolutely every situation I see it in, it's just the funniest thing, whether it's TikToks or whatever.
Well, and The Rock and Kevin Hart, they've like, what, 12 movies together? They're just hilarious.
It's got to be, right?
They're so funny.
Yeah. We just watched, what's that jungle one too? Jumanji with the kids. And yeah, it is funny how many movies they're in together. But I love the clip. You know, as we look to maybe just take that apart a little bit, why did you choose that one?
So I picked that one because it spoke to me in the way that Kevin Hart's kind of faced with a decision, rather maybe a forced decision, of either joining Bob or not joining Bob, or at least he thought, right? So he's sitting there, he's like, what am I in? What? And they're like, no, you no questions, just action, right? Which is a lot of our world is go, go, go. And he's like, well, then I'm out. He's like, I don't want to be in.
You can't be out though.
And then you can't be out. You clocked in. We're here. We're ready. There's a bus coming. You're in. Yeah. So it spoke to me in that sense that there's decisions all around us. You know, as leaders, as team members, we have decisions to make every day. And it was cool because as much as Kevin Hart didn't want to be in, if you watch the movie Central Intelligence, you know, at the end it ends up, you know, obviously happy ending. No spoilers on this podcast, even though it's kind of it's an older
that's what
movie.
I was going to ask you, right? So like ultimately the fact that he was forced to be in, did it work out?
It did.
Yeah. And I've said this before to I know a group, but it reminded me when you were talking about this, me and my daughter going on the roller coaster, right? The Vlasa the coaster singing, whatever. But anyways, we're in line. Well, first of all, like we had to decide, and the day one, she's like, I'm out. Right? Like we were about to go in. She tested the seat to make sure that she fit and she was comfortable with how the latches were and all that kind of stuff. Like I didn't even know that they had sample chairs ahead of time either. Yeah. But she's like, I'm out. Right? Like so day two, we're like, okay, are you in or are you out? And she's like, I'm in. Right? So we go through, we get through the line, we're up to the roller coaster, we're about to get in. I'm like, are you in or are you out? And she's like, I'm in, right? So all of a sudden we're in, we're on the coaster, we go through and it's upside down and it spins and like it's this crazy, tall, fastest roller coaster, whatever, right? Lily could tell you all the facts around it, don't ask me. But at the end of the ride, so kind of like the movie, it ended up working out really well for her. The fact that she said yes and she was in and she allowed me to kind of push her to be in, she's like, let's go ride it again. And then again and again. So I think to the lesson here too is people might push you out of your comfort zone.
No, for sure.
But it's okay to be in.
It's okay. It's okay to be in. And it's okay to be out too. Yeah. It's okay to be outside, or it's okay to be outside of your comfort zone, or inside your comfort zone rather. Yeah. And until you find a leader or somebody who encourages you and helps you push past that boundary, whether it's information, whether it's a leader who's aligning the whys of the company and of you and saying, hey, look at these, they do jive. Like you can be in and we want you in. So it's just the comfort zone thing, I think, because I see people differently than they see themselves. And I'm sure you're the same way. And people on this call, I'm sure you're the same way. Like I see the best in people, but sometimes you have to push them out of their comfort zone. Like right now, you know, in the last couple of days, we're having a discussion with somebody who we think should be a general manager for us. And she's like, I'm in, but
I'm in, but I don't know this and I don't know that. So pushing people out of their comfort zone and showing them that they can achieve more, that they can do more, I think it's a perfect saying, the in or out.
Yeah. And when you're building this trust, your team is going to most likely have the buy-in. If you've been working on the trust stuff that we've been talking about for a while, right?
Yeah.
So again, to the comfort zone example, if you've built that trust, they're going to probably be like, okay. Let me dip my toe in the water outside my comfort zone. Oh, that's not too bad. Let me put my foot. And now all of a sudden you've got somebody who's in all the way. And that's super cool as a leader.
Yeah. You're right about that building trust stuff, right? Because what we've done as an organization is yes, we're trying to build trust. We're trying to push people past their comfort zones. We're trying to get everyone to be in. And when we first talked to you when you were in the restaurant, because I think you were a crew trainer at that point, but we came to you because you had some knowledge around tech, right?
Yeah.
And yes, I am a tech, absolutely 100%. But no, we went to you, Riley, and said, hey, are you in or out?
Yeah.
So you chose to be in.
I did choose to be in. And I think the part of that, I was pretty young. I was out of high school freshly. I was I was staying locally, and I was like, this sounds, for one, super cool and interesting, right? It was right up my alley.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I had a mentor who pushed me to check it out, right? Hey, this is kind of cool. Like, this is new. This is a new program. There's all these different things. Go talk to them. And so I did, and it was a great conversation. And I was like, there's just no reason for me to be out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm proud of you, and I think that was the right decision to this day, right?
Thanks.
But people come up with lots of reasons to be out. And I see too often that can overshadow the reasons to be in. So I think just that confidence in ourselves and the confidence in your leadership, because if they do see that in you, regardless of the position, regardless of the task, regardless of what they're trying to achieve, I think if somebody's coming to you and asking you if you're in, just like in Kevin Hart, he's the smallest guy, probably wasn't ready for the situation, but persevered at the end.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice. He was in. So I do want to talk about that too for a second.
Yeah.
So if there's something like a policy or whatever that maybe you don't agree with, that you're quote unquote out, then you need to find either a solution with your leader or find out why that's a policy. And if then at that point you have those conversations and find a solution from there.
Yeah.
It's okay to be out, but it's just a matter of, you can't stay in the out forever.
Sure. If you're out, make sure you have at least a solid purpose or reason. Yeah, I would agree. And I don't just jump blindly in every time either, right? There's big decisions to be made, and I know life choices to be made, but sometimes they're not that big, and we just find reasons to say no. So obviously weigh your options, clarify the vision, the mission, right? Make sure that it embodies your why and your spirit and helps the organization the same way. So,
and if you feel that way, we have to, as leaders, create space for honesty and for them to be able to actually tell us that.
Yeah.
Because again, Kevin Hart, he's like, no, I'm out. And he's like, too bad. Yeah. he had room for honesty, but he was still in it, right? So
yeah. Trust your leadership.
Trust your leadership. Trust Bob. Trust
blind trust all the time. It'll be fine.
Yeah. But again, these types of things are what we're doing as an organization to kind of help our leadership and help our team become these better leaders and make sure that they're in.
Yeah.
And when they're in, it's just so cool.
So we all have choices. Life lesson, choose to be in.
Choose to be in.
Choose to be in.
Yes, I like that.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this today. I think it's going to be great for our audience and our team. So, yeah.
Thanks, Eric. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on Buns, Burgers, and Big Ideas. We hope today's episode inspired fresh ideas for your leadership journey. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and keep learning with us as we continue to explore leadership in the QSR world. Until next time, take care and lead well.